Hello, I'm Anthony Myers, and this is my Reflection Rise review. Starting off with Reflect, how did my attitude, logic, and behaviors influence my projects? I would say that it's more of an overall learning experience for me, that kind of thinking that I know how to do something and then actually looking into it and knowing that there's a lot more into it than meets the eye. For instance, the surveys was one of the biggest learning experiences for me. Because I didn't know that it was so specific and like how everything matters, from how it's placed to the kind of questions you have to ask that influence the participant and whatnot. And like I think kind of that naive mindset going into it, it was kind of came off as a complete learning experience for me. So that was pretty cool. All right, inquire. As I started working on my projects, I realized I wanted to know more about and what resources are available to me now. Mostly, I think the infographics were what I actually really wanted to grasp onto the most because just like the surveys, I kind of almost thought I knew what it was going to be like and like have a understanding of it, and it was kind of completely different, from the visuals to the statistics and visualizing them into an infographic. I realized I did want to learn more about that whole experience, and that's what I actually did. That's what I took from that, which was pretty cool. Alright, suggests. If I had more time, I would have most likely put a little bit more work into the surveys. I know a couple of my questions were a little bit off, and I could have, adjusted them more appropriately, possibly looked more into the layout of my survey. I believe that would have turned back a little bit better results because I know a couple of the questions could have been confusing in both my surveys that I in week 1 and week 2, or was it week 2 and week 3, but I definitely could have done better in that. Elevate. How does my experience working with media research inform, support my professional objectives? How will I use this in my career? Oh, very much so. I was actually pretty excited to learn about the Survey Monkey tool and how that could get back so many results just by putting on a social media platform. And like, if I want to know something, and on a public basis, I can just use my SurveyMonkey or whatever tool that is similar to that and get information from the public like that, instead of just asking. Like I don't know why, I guess I was blind to the survey world before this, but it's actually a really neat tool that could really be productive in my future, whether I start my own PR firm or whether I'm just a videographer or whatever it may be. But I'm always going to need data from the public, which is going to be really cool to use these tools that I've learned in these classes. And that's it for my self-evaluation. Thank you very much.